All right, Pops, we have incredibly interesting news coming from Jaguar Land Rover, of all places. Tata Motors. Yeah, that's the parent company.
Yes, out of Mumbai.
Yeah, so, all right. Here's one of the fun things about capitalism. There's plenty of fun things about capitalism, but my favorite thing about capitalism is that if you're a publicly traded company, you got to put these quarterly reports out and you got to say, hey, here's what's going good, here's what's going poorly. And right now there's some things going poorly. We have signs that the chip shortage, although we've talked about on some of the wholesale used car price videos, maybe it looks like the bubbles burst. But on the new car side, the real reprieve that we're looking for is the chips.
Yeah.
And Tata's saying we ain't got the chips.
We ain't got the chips. We can't produce the cars. We're not making money. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon. So we just thought we'd maybe make you aware of that.
I mean, it's kind of nuts. So they reported a loss of almost $600 million in the last quarter.
That's rupee. Well, it was 44.5 billion rupees, which is almost $600 million. Rupees aren't worth a lot.
All right, so thank you for that. The expected loss was actually supposed to be half of that. Now, the reason that the actual loss was so much more was because of the chip shortage, the inability. Can you explain really quickly, how do OEMs make money? How do manufacturers make money?
Well, they make their money when they've built the car and they've wholesaled it to their dealers. So that's the only way they know how to make money. Actually, after they've wholesaled it to the dealer,
starts costing them money,
and the dealer sells it, it actually starts costing the manufacturer.
Warranty.
Yes. So, but the only way that they can really impact their income, their revenues, is to build cars and wholesale them to their dealer body.
So you can start to see how an OEM, a manufacturer, is incentivized to actually build something quality, because the moment they sell it to the dealership, okay, that's revenue. And then the moment they start having warranty claims, there's expenses. So they want to build reliable, good vehicles. Jaguar Land Rover might not be the best example of that from a manufacturer standpoint.
They would probably beg to differ.
But yes. But we saw with them, their loss was double what it was expected to be because of the fact that they couldn't sell enough cars to their dealers.
Yes, that they can't build the requisite number of cars that they need, and they're letting their dealer body know to expect perhaps a 50% reduction in what's going to be available to the dealers during the second half of this year.
JLR now expects semiconductor supply shortages in the second quarter to be greater than in the first quarter, potentially resulting in wholesale volumes about 50% lower than planned. They're on a fiscal calendar, so that's that second quarter to the first quarter. That's the upcoming quarter. They expect to be worse than what they had previously shared. This is then tied back into our dear friends at Auto Forecast Solutions. They're the ones who, honestly, Dad, who's better at predicting things, the weatherman or Auto Forecast Solutions?
Well, the weatherman's right 94% of the time, 6% of the time. The forecast is correct, 94, forget it. These other folks are keeping track of lost production. And, last week I think we talked about it. And
it had gotten up to 6.
We'd gotten up to, I think it was like 6.3 million globally.
Expected vehicles lost to production due to the chip shortage.
Yes. The very chip shortage that a lot of commenters on our videos say doesn't really exist.
Stop. Can we please not go into conspiracy theories?
I didn't. That's not a conspiracy theory. There are people
I know.
who say.
So now we're up to,
I think, 6.8 million.
Scroll
down so I can see. Oh, I'm sorry. The number's expected to climb to 6.9 million.
Nice. It's globally insane. It's absolutely insane. We've talked about...
So wait a second. So from last week to this week...
Another...
600,000 units lost.
Are expected to be lost.
Yes.
And we're up to 5.6 million that have actually been lost to production. In a normal year...
Yes.
In a 2019 year, for example, pre-COVID...
Yes.
It was expected there were going to be about 17 million cars sold.
16.5
new
to 17 million. New cars sold.
Total in the market, and if you're interested in more data like this, let us know. We can do videos on it. But total each year in the United States, about 55 million cars are going to be sold.
New and used.
New and used. So it's a lot of used vehicles.
Cars and trucks.
Cars and trucks and SUVs.
Yes.
But let's go back. So 17 million was kind of like the high watermark for new vehicles that were sold.
Yeah.
We're now talking about a third of those that are out of production. And if you look at the velocity week over week, as we keep talking about how the projected numbers have gone up.
Yeah.
The first video we ever did on this, I think the projected losses were maybe 300,000, 400,000, something like that.
Yeah.
We're at 6.9 million.
Yeah. We ain't done.
No. Because
No.
look at what Tata Motors is saying.
Yeah.
They're saying to their shareholders, who they have a fiduciary responsibility to. They're saying,
you are between velocity and fiduciary. I'm proud of you.
it's to compensate for.
The lack of education that we both have.
Our expectation is
Yes.
that things are going to continue to get worse. And when things are all said and done,
Yeah.
what do you think we're going to, someone's going to look back at this 10 years from now.
Yeah.
How much production do you think will actually have been lost? Half of what was expected to be created this year? A third?
I wouldn't be surprised if the number touches 8.5 to 9 million.
Cars, trucks, SUVs out of production.
Lost. Absolutely lost. And think about that. When that's really the only, I mean, there are other ways that manufacturers can improve things, which is to lower costs and things like that. But the cost of supplies is actually going up, not going down. So the only way they can recoup that money is to build cars and wholesale them and ship them to their dealer body as quickly as they can. And if the dealers get stuck with too many cars, then they'll worry about the marketing dollars later that it costs them to help the dealers get rid of those cars. But we're talking $100+ billion in lost revenue to the manufacturers on these vehicles. And that's a staggering number.
Which kind of makes you wonder. On the used car side, we've seen, and you can watch some of our other videos, but we've seen what seems to be the price ceiling and wholesale prices have started to come down. I wonder if it'll be a little blip and then go back up, because seriously, if there aren't new cars being made, you've got less used car supply as well. You're going to have some challenges and issues there.
Talked to a guy today. Said, I don't know where we're gonna get used cars for August. Well, that'd be the time to start working.
Yeah, we're filming at the end of July. August is right around the corner.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, truly remarkable what's going on. We'll link to the articles down below in the description. Join YAA.com. Consider going back and checking out the community. The other thought going through my head is I don't know if I've posted it yet, but I will post it right after we end filming this. The customer incentives on new cars. I'm going to post those back in the Join
or
YAA.
the lack thereof?
On the YAA community.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's barren, sparse,
Yes.
desolate.
Compared to years past.
I can't think of any other words.
Well, you probably could, but time's a wasting.
Thanks, Dad.
No, thank you.